College football time. What is up, guys? And welcome back. We're going to start right with Friday. San Diego State versus number 15, Boise State. San Diego State's looked okay this year. Boise State has looked phenomenal. This is not going to be a scare like UNLV. Boise State wins by 21. Give me them 42-21. Next up, Saturday, let's get you all the ranked matchups. Oregon, Michigan. Number 1, Oregon, going to Michigan, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Give me the Ducks by a score of 35-10. I don't think Michigan can really score, and I know Oregon can. Next up, Georgia at Florida. This is a defensive-led Georgia team who is number 2 in the country, would be number 1 if they would have come back and won against Bama. That's the only thing keeping them away. They look like the best team in the country right now. Honestly, the second best team looking in the country, we're going to get to later. I'll tell you who. Give me Georgia 35-14. We'll give the Gators 14. Next up, game of the week, big playoff implications. I mentioned it in the thumbnail, title, all of it, I'm sure. Ohio State versus Penn State at Penn State. But it's at 12 p.m. If this was a night game, I think I would I probably would pick Penn State right now. Because night game, Penn State. And I know it's weird because Ohio State hasn't shown me anything to be confident in them. But Penn State hasn't wowed me yet. And if a team can't wow against other teams, they will lose to Ohio State. It's just the fact of the matter. So give me Ohio State 24-21, classic rivalry matchup. Next up, Duke, a 2-loss Duke team. A Duke team who fought back and lost against, was it SMU? Or somebody like that. Duke is playing good ball. Miami has overlooked a lot of opponents. For that reason, this is my upset of the week. Give me the Duke Blue Devils to win this high-scoring affair, 42-35. I have no reason to say that. I believe. I don't know, wishing upon a star, I guess. Next up, Kentucky, Tennessee. Tennessee's on a roll. They know they need to keep winning. They can't really slip up. Kentucky, on the other hand, their season's thrown away, basically. 3 or 4 straight losses. They're not going to be caring as much. And it's at Tennessee. So give me Tennessee, the Vols, 35-12. Something weird like that, 35-12. Next up, the second best team in the country to me right now. As of playing, right? I think Oregon, yeah, I mean, they deserve to be where they are. But I'm talking about dominance and all that. A&M. Texas A&M against South Carolina. South Carolina's given a lot of teams battles. You know what I mean? LSU, they gave a battle, right? Bama, they gave a battle, right? Okay. A&M, it's not the same thing. A&M is playing some great football. Some of the best football I've ever seen A&M play. So I'm going to give Texas A&M the win here. Give me them 28-17, okay? So close, but not close. Next up, Texas Tech, Iowa State. Undefeated Iowa State. This is a test against Tech. Tech's pretty good. I've seen them play, but they're shaky. Iowa State, not that shaky. So give me Iowa State. This is a close one, 35-32. Next up, Louisville at Clemson. A lot of people saying Louisville, this is part of the upset of the week. Maybe this is not, it's not for me. Louisville, to me, has never really stood out to me as a contender or a person who's going to whatever. They're very much a pretender to me. I don't believe in them at all. Give me Clemson winning by a wide margin. 42, because Klubnik's going to go crazy. And give me Louisville with 17. A lot of teams I'm saying 17 this week. I don't know. Next up, Indiana at Michigan State. Tickets were super cheap. Expect to see a lot of red in the stands. Obviously, they have a home field advantage still there at Spartan Stadium. But with all that being said, Indiana State, no matter who Indiana State. Jesus, Luke. The Sycamores. Shout out Sycamores. No, Indiana is going to take down Michigan State with their run game exclusively. They didn't really get Ellison going. They didn't get Tyson Lawton going last week. Expect the trenches to be a big thing here. That O-line dominance from Indiana is crazy. Just a whole bunch of dogs on that O-line. They're one of the only position groups that stayed from last year. So they saw the worst and they want to get the best. Give me Indiana by a score of... You know what? I don't have them getting 40. I have them getting 35. And I have Michigan State getting 21. 35-21. That defense is amazing too, and from what I've heard, Michigan State doesn't have the best O-line. Good luck against Indiana's D-line. Next up, Kansas State at Houston. Kansas State, number 17 in the country, playing good ball. I believe in them. Give me them 35-7. Houston, not a good ball club to me. Next up is a humongous game that I hate that I have to say I don't think this team's going to win. Because as you guys know, I've dang near become a SMU believer over these last few weeks, right? Their tight end and everything. Well, from what I've heard, one of their running backs out. Tight end out. So I'm over here like, whoa. You know what I mean? Do they still have weapons at wide receiver? Yes. They still have a very good quarterback? Yes. But at this point, Pittsburgh's playing with house money. And that's dangerous. A team that feels like they're not getting any respect, undefeated, and only ranked 18th. Pitt is going to smack SMU early. SMU will come back, make it competitive, but lose. Give me Pittsburgh. I don't love this. 28-24. I do still believe in SMU. I think if they get the right things going, but right now there's nothing with those injuries and stuff that I can believe in SMU. Give me Pitt. Give me Pitt. Ole Miss and Arkansas. Give me Ole Miss. They need to win to stay alive. So give me Ole Miss. Rough game. 2014. Next up, Air Force at Army. Army rolling. Air Force, I mean, they're okay. Air Force will score 17. Army will score 35. Next up, Minnesota at Illinois. This is a trap game for Illinois, who's really played some very tough competitors. They should be ranked top 25. They played some really good teams. Minnesota's going to give them fits early. They're going to score like 18, which is a weird score, but they'll score 18. Illinois will score 27. Winning that one. And next up, we're going to see if there's any other kind of hidden matchups in here. One to look out for. Let's look. One to look out for. Oh, shoot. Not really. Not really nothing to look out for. That's it. That's really it. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. That is all for me. My clicker might be in the washer right now. Oh, crap. But yeah, this video and Colts video are getting made on the same day. So look forward to tomorrow's video. With Flacco starting, does Luke think the Colts win? Find out tomorrow.